Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak. This is the video race of the week for Saturday, August 2nd. It's going to be the 10th race from Saratoga, the Grade 1 Whitney, 3-year-olds and up, and they're going to be traveling 9 furlongs on the main track. We have a 9-horse field, and we're going to talk about each horse, starting with number 1, Will Take Charge. Now, he was good enough to win this race later last year, earlier this year, but he's not been in his best form recently. He's lost 4 of his last 5 starts. He started to look like he was going to go off form in the Oaklawn Handicap. He did win that one, but he was drifting around, and it looked like he may start to tail off, and he did in the Ali Sheba. He didn't run well. He did bounce back and run a decent race in the Stephen Foster, but he never looked like he was threatening the winner, and it's not impossible that he'll hit the board, but at 4-1, his odds are going to be too low. He's going to be coming from off the pace. The 2 Prayer for Relief, he's lost his last 6. He seems to be a cut below these. He did run a nice race in the Pimlico Special, but I don't think that he's up to this caliber of horse. He's 20-1. He'll probably be stalking the pace from mid-pack. The 3 Moreno, it's an interesting horse, especially underneath at 10-1. He's the speed in this race. He's going to go out to the front. We have a bunch of stalkers, and he looks like he should be able to control the pace. Now, he has lost his last 8 starts, but he's been competitive. He was second in the Grade 2 Suburban last out, and I think that he's going to go out there, he's going to set the pace, hang in there as long as he can, maybe hit the board. He's run 2 times at Saratoga. He finished second and third in those 2 races in the Jim Dandy and the Travers last year, and then at 9 furlongs, he's got 3 starts with a second and 2/3. So he can handle the distance, he's the controlling speed. He doesn't like the wind, but I will key him underneath in a trifecta, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. The 4, It's My Lucky Day. This one's in good form. He's seeking his 4th straight victory. He's got that good tactical speed. He should sit a good trip, but he's best between 8 and 8.5 furlongs. I think 9 furlongs is a bit outside his comfort range. He'll probably be in the hunt, turning from home, and then maybe he'll just kind of flatten out in that last furlong. The 5 Palace Malice, he's your favorite. He's 4 for 4 this year. He's 2 for 3 at Saratoga. He's been racing at 1 mile, but obviously he can run longer distances. He won the Belmont Stakes. The question's going to be value on him. He's even money. He's going to be that or lower. And he's sharp, but the horses aren't machines. He's not going to be able to just keep winning all of his starts. This isn't Zenyatta or Rachel Alexandra, but he is in good form right now. He's improved nicely from age 3 to 4, and he's going to sit a decent trip, probably stalking the pace. And again, we're not concerned about the distance, but one thing, when horses get used to running a certain distance, and they've been pointing him to 1-mile races, then they stretch back out. Sometimes they don't come back maybe in their first start at that distance and run their best race, but he's an obvious threat in here. The 6 Departing is going to be my top choice. He's 6-1 morning line. He was 3rd in the Stephen Foster last time. I picked him in that spot. I thought he ran a decent race, and he was only coming off of one optional claiming race around 1 turn. So that was only his 2nd start of the year, and he came up a little bit short in the stretch, finishing a solid 3rd, but now he should move forward. This is his 3rd start of the year. At 9 furlongs, he's got 6 starts with 3 wins and 2/3. He's a 4-year-old gelding, so he should improve as he gets older, and that's exactly what he's doing. He still has to prove himself against Grade 1 company, but he's going to sit the right trip. He should be sitting on a career top effort in his 3rd start of the year, and he's going to offer a little bit of value at 6-1. The 7 Romanche, this one, he's inconsistent. He's won a couple Grade 3 races, and I think a Grade 1 win would be asking a little bit much. At 10-1 morning line, he'll probably be sitting and pouncing from mid-pack. The 7 Golden Ticket, this one, the distance doesn't agree with him. 9 furlongs, 6 starts, no wins, a 2nd and a 3rd. And he's inconsistent as well. Sometimes he runs big races, sometimes he doesn't show up. He did have 1 start at Saratoga, and he dead heated for 1st in the 2012 Travers Stakes. He's 20-1 morning line. Wouldn't be shocked if he hit the board. Would be very surprised if he won. And then finally, number 9, Last Gunfighter. This one, he was better in 2013. He was 5 for 8 with a 2nd. This year, he started his season with a win, but he only won by a nose, and that was at Penn National. It wasn't a great race visually against horses he should have beaten easily, and then he was 9th in the Suburban last time. So again, last year he was in better form. This year he's just not as good. This is how I suggest playing this race. With our $40 wager, we're going to make a $20 win bet on number 6 Departing. And then we're going to play a cold one-way exacta, a $6 exacta, putting Departing on top of Palace Malice. And then the trifecta that I mentioned earlier, we're going to take a $1 trifecta. We're going to put Palace Malice and Departing on top. We're going to put all in the second position, and then we're going to key Marino in the third position. That trifecta for $1 costs 14. The exacta was 6, and the win bet's 20. So that equals out to our $40 wager. You can follow Horse Racing Nation on Twitter, like us on Facebook. In this game, this race is actually part of our $15,000 game on DerbyWars.com, and we also have a $100,000 game coming up of August 31st, September 1st, our biggest game ever. Go over to DerbyWars.com for more details. Also, if you're interested in the Saratoga Pick 6 each Saturday and Sunday, go over to Pick6blog.com. I have Pick 6 tickets from Saratoga, as well as the late Pick 4 tickets. That'll wrap up this week's video. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak. Good luck at the races.